Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Pocket Razors channel. Welcome to another Thursday Night Live. We're just getting wild and crazy over here. How you guys doing tonight? Welcome on in. The refreshment time, apparently. How are you guys doing tonight? Come on in, take a load off. Looks like we've got a few people cruising in here early tonight. Let's get back here, see what we got going on. Marco, of course, was rolling in. Looks like Ground Fog got in here pretty early today. Looks like Ground Fog was a winner. Right on. We had Mr. Rory Calhoun coming in a little bit early. Looks like he's got another early morning, a few more days of his long work week. So we'll catch you on the old Memorex on the video tomorrow there, Rory. So hope you have a good day, sir. Angelo, how are you, my man? Welcome. So come on in. Hey, what's going on there, Pete? Bike boat board. It is mark time. Right on, dude. How you been? So Rolf, how are you, my man? Come on in. Mark Parks, good to see you, sir. Who else we got rolling in here? Hey, Ethan Ruins, how you doing there, bud? It was so good to have met you last weekend. So that was cool to get a chat with you for a few minutes. Right on. Thanks for letting me check out your small Sabenza, by the way. That was cool. Right on. Hey, J-Dub, what's going on, my man? Mad Yoko, what's going on there, my man? Welcome on in. Come on in, everybody. So, get comfy. And just kind of going through here. Doesn't look like we got anything screaming at us. That's good. Didn't look like we had any rookie feedback tonight. So right on. How many people we got in here? Well, we got a few of you. We'll let a few people run in here. Kind of chitty chat for a little bit. Get this out of the way here. That guy. Right on. So kind of recap kind of last weekend a little bit. Kind of show you at least the knife stuff that picked up this past weekend. Kind of talk about that a little bit. Hey, Slim Tissue, how you doing? Welcome on in, my man. So, hey, Ethan, how you doing, dude? These videos are overrated, right? Especially when you shoot crappy videos like I did at Blade West. So, I'm gonna have to work on improvement. I keep telling myself not to use my darn cell phone when I'm not doing that stuff, and I do it. I got lured into doing the live streams and just recording them on the better camera, and was not very happy with them again. But my bad. So all on me on that one, but they weren't horrible. They just weren't great. So, hey Delaney, what's going on there, my friend? How you doing? So, you still tearing it up, dude? You still hitting it hard and heavy every week there, bud? So, right on. Yeah, come on in. Hope you guys got a little bit and just kind of chitty chat. We for those of you that don't know, we went to Blade Show West in Salt Lake City last weekend. So, how are you? Bushcraft Rebooted. How are you doing, sir? Good to have you in here. Haven't seen you in a minute. How's life been? Right on. There you go. So, we are few, but we are many. Right on, dude. Hope you're doing well. So, but yeah, no, got out of here. And obviously, if you guys saw the live last Thursday, did that from Salt Lake City. But yeah, had a great time last week. Zach Stuff and EDC Renzo and I hopped in a truck in Portland area on when did we hop in that thing? We got in there. I drove up there Tuesday afternoon, evening, Wednesday morning. So got out of there Wednesday, hopped in a truck, and we 2-dayed it down, 2-dayed it back, stopped in Reno, both directions. Holy crap, guys! If you guys are going through Reno, you got the time and you want a good steak, go to Barbacoa's. We all three had the Hot Rock fillet. They'll do any of their steaks on the Hot Rock. It was an amazing experience, an amazing steak. One of the definitely top 5, probably top 3 steaks I've ever had in my life. And I have had a couple of good ones in my day, and it was right at the very top. Well, congratulations, dude! I bet that's nice to have an extra day off. So hopefully string a few together there. Kathleen Smith. Welcome on in, dear. How you doing? Glad to have you in here. But yeah, so we road tripped it down there and rolled in, talked a little bit about it last week. Before we got checked in, we rolled on down to Blade HQ store down south of Salt Lake. Went and checked that out. And Mr. Zach Stuff had called ahead and reached out to his buddy Dallas and got there. And Dallas was nice enough to give us a tour. And I think I mentioned it last week as well, guys. Blade HQ is a big place, but I can tell you this, based off of what we learned and saw from Dallas last week. I'll tell you what, Blade HQ and their corporate, especially what they're doing to help out the storm victims prior to this storm, for the last storm there, it's impressive. And definitely, their stock went up in my book. So, but then got in there Thursday, of course, did a live stream from the hotel room there Thursday night. Had a nice dinner with JB and Nellie. Met Nellie while we were there. It was really neat to spend some time with both of them. JB and I have known each other for a long time. We've only met in person once. We've struggled to kind of get together, and it was nice to have the opportunity off and on over a couple 2-3 days to spend some time with both JB and Nellie. And guys, don't tell anybody I said so, but they are the cutest damn couple. I'm just telling you. So, but yeah, it a lot of fun. Friday, got up and going and got there for early bird and got in the door, and we just went to shopping and checking around and spent a couple of days cruising around and checking out what was what. So it was a good time. So let's see. We'll pull a few things out here in just a few. Let a few more people kind of mosey on in here. And try to find something here real quick that I forgot to do. See if I can get her fixed up here. Hopefully we don't go rookie on this one. So I'm opening a cheat sheet up here. And it may make a noise. Possibly. It doesn't look like it's going to. Cool. Right on. So, alrighty. I just wanted to have my backup open here so I could make sure that everything was running right and tight. So, and getting this going. Sometimes if this software locks up or does something weird, it's nice to be able to have that on. And then we'll get this guy sitting right next to it. Cool. So, right on. Okay, what have you guys been up to? If you guys want, throw some pocket checks down on the table, or mine's on the table. Throw some pocket checks out there. We'll start working through those as you guys want to put them up there. What are the razors in your pockets? So, that's right. Okay, looks like we've got Jesse coming in. How you doing? Come on in, Jesse. Great to have you in here. Doop 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 doo. What you trying to? Got a little link there, Mr. Zach Stuff link. Well, thank you there, Mr. Delaney. Appreciate that. Right on. So, yeah, we just had a good old time, and kind of talk more about that over the rest of the evening here. But one of the things, if you didn't catch the live stream last week, might be a little bit of a surprise to you. But if you were there, probably not so much. This, I think, is going to be our last scheduled Thursday night, regularly scheduled Thursday night live stream. So as far as the weekly scheduled one goes, going to move it to Sundays, 2:00 p.m. Pacific time, 5 Eastern on Sundays. We'll not go this coming Sunday, but a week from this Sunday, we'll do the first. I guess it won't be a Thursday night live anymore. So I'll have to come up with something else. We'll probably just call it a Pocket Razors Sunday afternoon live stream for the minute until something a little bit more creative comes up. But gonna start gonna move this regular live over there And it's been something kind of been toying with, talking about, thinking about for a minute. It was cool to get to kind of talk it out with a handful of people at Blade Show. And, the more we talked it out, the more it made sense. My biggest thing is that I've had to, not had to, well, in a couple of cases I did, a couple of cases I chose to, kind of at last minute, kind of cancel on the Thursday nights. Few, I think in all those cases, the intent was to do them. I don't want to do that, and it's kind of just life. Doesn't necessarily mean bad stuff is happening, but sometimes life just gets busy. And anyways, one thing we talked it out, and we're gonna start doing her about a week and a half from now, a week from this coming Sunday, 2 o'clock. Start looking for them there. Not planning on doing a Thursday night live next week, but we'll start moving them over. What may pop up on Thursday nights, and this was kind of one of the reasons I like moving the regular to to Sundays, because Sundays it's going to give me more time to prepare, be more prepared, and going to have more options. There will be Sundays where, because of travel or being out of town or commitments, things like that, won't be able to do it. But I think in more cases, hopefully all cases, it'll allow me to know ahead of time, like a week ahead of time, or the better part of a week ahead of time, to be able to let you guys know, hey, not going to happen. And that's what I don't like doing is having something scheduled regularly, and then just having, I'm like that too. If I'm used to seeing somebody, come on a certain time and they're not there, it's like, whoa, what's going on? Is everything all right? Try to avoid that as much as possible, and at least get you some heads up in the future. All righty, Ethan's got his pocket check out there. Right on. Thank you, Ethan. He's got the ProTech TR3 manual. Very cool. J Dub, what do you got cooking there, my man? Looks like J Dub's got the bug out and Osborne doing the slicey work today. Very nice. That is a powerful combination you are packing there, sir. Right on. Here comes Mr. Delaney. What do you got? He's got the Wee Praxis and a Remet Rhino top liner lock. Very cool. Love it. J Dub, yeah. No more regular, kind of scheduled weekly live stream on Thursdays. But what I'm hoping it does is done those 3 Sharp Talks. Was trying to do those on Tuesdays. Kind of ran into a little bit of traffic there. Um, and depending on what, or if anybody comes and jumps into this Thursday night slot in a big way, what I'm hoping to is a couple, 2, 3 times a month, depending on how life cooperates, is maybe doing some more of the Sharp Talk on Thursdays. Like I said, they're going to be random. I'm not going to commit to scheduling 2 lives a week. Would get into the same problem that kind of run into a little bit here. But those are probably where those will pop up. Maybe Tuesdays would still possibly be a thing. But Javon's kind of got in there, and he's got right on top at the same time. Would normally do it here or there. He's kind of gotten in pretty good, and he runs a good deal. And it's no need to try to split hairs, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Hopefully, it'll make for easier opportunities to get Sharp Talks in, which I really want to do. I enjoy doing those. And then I think it'll give better quality, regular weekly lives. Talk with Zach about kind of coming in right in behind him. He usually goes usually about an hour and a half. So sometimes he goes long, but usually hour and 30, hour and 40. So there's hopefully about a 15 to a 30-minute break there. Hey, LCAP, how you doing, my man? Welcome. Glad to have you in here. And I was a little bit concerned that it might cause a bit of an issue for him, but the more we talked about it, he actually liked it. This was his time slot that he tried a little bit, and he struggled with it on Thursday nights too, for largely the same reasons I have been. And where he and I kind of help each other out quite a bit, then it will actually, the more we talked it out, it'd be easier for us to help each other. And quite honestly, it helps out the East Coast. There's just so many people that I get feedback from that say they'd like to be here and just can't. It's going to put it at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. So I just like that time better. I think it's a better time for everybody. Nobody was doing much with it that I could tell. And Dave-O, hey, how you doing, my man? Come on in. And then hopefully it will create a better environment. Stella is usually going about 3:30 Pacific time, so that gives about an hour and a half. And quite honestly, I've done a lot of 2 and longer than 2 hour lives on Thursday nights. And a lot of times it's kind of waiting for the crowd to show up. It pushes it about a half an hour, 45 minutes longer than it needs to be. And not that we can't stick around and talk, but let's face it, not everybody has 2 hours every week, and sometimes doing 2 hours every week is long. So I'm gonna give it a try, and if it doesn't work, we'll figure something out, right? But I think it's worth a try, and the more people I talked it out with, the more that seem to like it. So we've kind of beat that one up for a little bit. I'll probably come up later again here. Mad Yako, he has the Kershaw Bel Air in your pocket, right on. I thought you there for a second, it looked like you said you had it in you, and I was like, dude, what'd you do? Um, Hey, Mr. Donnie Bless, what's going on, friendo? It was so great to see Mr. Bless and meet him in person at Blade West. That was awesome. And guys, his knives are the shiz. I mean, they are the real freaking deal. And Donnie, we ended up getting out of there. I left a message with you with Ernie. My intent was to get back over and talk to you about that before I got out of there. But then kind of one thing led to another, and we decided to exit earlier than planned and did not make it back over there. I'd like to hop on a phone call with you here in the next week or so and talk to you about what I was thinking. So, but yeah, man, dude, the Ripley. Oh, yeah, it's all of them. The Newt. Oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank on the third one. Donnie, help me. Um, oh, I'm horrible with names. But yeah, all three of them are amazing. And I want to talk to Donnie about ended up with a blessed knife is what I want to talk to him about. So let's put it that way. Hey, Delaney, right on, dude. I'm gonna hit the hay, or you better catch up. Yep. Very cool. Alrighty, dude. I hope you're doing well. Get some rest and safe travels, my friend. We'll talk to you soon. So right on. Okay. Do do do. But yeah, Blessed Knives guy. Check him out. So it was totally awesome. If you haven't checked it out, go check out his Pocket Talk we did. Just was an absolute blast to do. Great interview and had a good time. That was on Pocket Talk number 6. Pocket Talk number 7 was supposed to be in the can, but there was a family emergency that put it off. So hopefully we'll get that rescheduled here in the next week or two to get that recorded. But hopefully some more Pocket Talk coming down the line here pretty quick. Right, dude, right. So yeah, I think there was a handful of people. The Vapor, thank you, Donnie, thank you. His third design, and I think newest one, if I remember correctly, is the Vapor. And quite honestly, right now I'm struggling between the Vapor and yeah, they're good. The Vapor and the Newt, and yeah, definitely want to end up with the Blessed Knives. Let's put it that way. You being mean. Oh, J-Dub, I get it now. Yeah, no. Oh, oh, good thing for stepping up on that one, dude. Right on. So, I mean, I love me and Osborne too, but they're no blessed knives. So, very cool. Right on, everybody. So, yeah, I had a good time walking the show. What do we got here? We got another carry coming in from Slim Tissue. Wow, how did I know that was in your pocket there, dude? Slim is just enamored with the Mini Crooked River, the 15085BK-2301 Mini Crooked River, and Ultratech, the Olight Seeker 2 per carbon fiber. Okay. But yeah, no, that's a sweet knife, isn't it, dude? That is that factory store exclusive Mini Crooked River that they just did 200 of here a few weeks back. So, and seems like every time I see Slim dropping a carry in any live stream since then, it's been in his pocket, and I can't blame him. So I was tempted to take mine to Blade West, and I thought, about the time I do that and I'm carrying it, that's about the time I'm going to lose one, and so I didn't. But um, you love Mexican food? I do too, dude. It's one of my favorites. So probably is my overall favorite, actually. Come to think of it. So, but right on. Very cool. Well, let me throw down here, and if I can do it without smacking the microphone around too much, throw it down on the old table there. This is what I had in the pocket today, and we got a little sneaky bag slipping out there. But I had the old trusty Super Freak. That is the workday carry. You can usually tell that's the one that's got lanyard on it. This guy needs to come in for a little bit of a tune-up, not a major one. Do have a couple of nicks in the blade. I got one right in the back of the blade, right back here, that's been pissing me off. Excuse me, making me upset. Let's put it that way. And so I want to get that cleaned up. And then also had the CRKT Micro CEO in the pocket again today. And I need to quit carrying this one long enough to do a video on it. But speaking of videos, guys, I got so many damn knives piled up in here right now. There is going to be a boatload of videos coming your way. I just need to sit down and get them recorded. I was hoping to get a bunch of them done this weekend, but it sounds like we're out of town. But then I had the old Jack Wolves in there. Had that guy in there today. So that's what we had in the old pocket today. And I guess I didn't need to rush those out of there quite so fast, did I? You guys in a hurry tonight? I'm not in a huge hurry tonight. Girls are playing downstairs, pushing tiles around. So if you guys up for a little bit, I'm up for a little bit. Probably not too late though. We'll try to keep her, I don't know, about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, which means it'll probably go 2.5. But you guys let me know if you want to keep it short or long and whatnot. So, anyways, that's what was in the pocket today. Remember, DSKFS, do something kind for someone. So, and then we got Mr. Fluffy over here on his stage, keeping us company and keeping watch on us here tonight. So, right on, right on, right on. Hey, Top Dog, how the heck are you? So, what's happening? I don't remember if I said hi to you earlier. Ooh, we were just talking about that at Blade West, Donnie. Yeah, birria tacos. Very cool. Yeah. Love me some birria tacos. Ooh, awesome, dude. Awesome. So I'd love to do that, and would seriously like to have a convo with you. I got some thoughts I want to toss by you, and as far as whether or not they're very realistic or not. So it'd be cool. But yeah, anytime you want to send something in for us to check out and show to the people, by all means, we're happy to do that for you there, Donnie. Zach Stuff, Master Moderator, coming in hot, throwing out the Zach Stuff. Benny's Clip link right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is not the Benny's Clip. Benny's Clip will be coming out in a few. But thank you for throwing that out there, Mr. Zach. I hope your day was wonderful. So let's get this stuff out of the way a little bit here. Better get our slip. Do. Guys, I think I've mentioned it a time or two. I've never really ever slip carried my slip joints. I just kind of always just pocket dropped them. And I'll tell you, now that I've been carrying slips for a while, I kind of like them. I like the way that they handle in your pocket better. Yeah, it's an extra step to get the knife out and whatnot. But quite honestly, if I'm in that big a hurry, I'm gonna grab the guy that's not in the slip more than likely, and because it comes open one-handed, right? So there are trade-offs to everything. But yeah, really digging the slip carry. But thought as we chitty chatted here, hey, there's an excellent point. Yeah, J Dub. Prayers to everybody out there that's been going through this crazy hurricane season down there in Florida and the southeast United States. And I sure hope everybody's been doing good. I haven't really heard a whole lot of news around the community today. So I don't know how people are faring from the community. I've seen a little bit of the news, here and there throughout the day, but here again, not a lot. Was watching it a fair amount last night. when the storm was hitting. But yeah, thoughts and prayers go out to everybody out there in the community. Hope you guys are doing well. I don't know a ton of people that are down in there. I know Oh Father and Junkin Genius, I think, are down in that area. I think Florida-ish, but I don't know exactly which area. And I have heard of a few other people talk about people that are down there. So prayers go out. Fed Harrison, seems like he's been doing a lot better. Um, and so keep praying for him. Tim B, it sounded like he was making some improvements. And then I think it was Midweek Mail calling JB's yesterday. He was in the chat. And it sounds like he had a little bit of a setback over the weekend or within the past few days. Exactly what that means, I don't know. Thank you, LCAP, for throwing up Blessed Knives link right up there for you. Right on. So Zach stuff, thank you. There's traditional pocket knives. Links right there. Very cool. But so hope prayers go out to Tim B, everybody that's affected by that. I know Pacific Northwest Fun Works. I always keep wanting to say fun stuff. Josh, I just tonight I'd heard that he was in the hospital and was going to have surgery, then wasn't. Sounds like they went in and did the surgery. He's got an Instagram video up over there. Sounds like he's dealing with post-operative pain, but it sounds like they're trying to get his infection under control. And sounds like everything went. Sounds like possibly as good as could be expected. So, prayers to everybody out there, and thoughts to anybody that's struggling out there. This community is so great at reaching out and trying to help support those in needs. Please do that as much as you can. So, that would be outstanding. But yeah, right on. So I think, what do we got here? Do. Right on, dude. I understand. You're talking somebody that was famous for that, and then about the time I wanted to do it. Well, we won't get into that whole story. But anyways, it took a while, but it's up and running and doing really well. So it's well worth the time to get that stuff up and fixed. So I know it's been doing wonders for our little business ever since we got it updated the way it should be. So, but yeah, Blade Show, had a good time, and kind of got out of the gates on Friday morning, and was just trying to be a pretty good boy. I was not didn't have anything mad on my list, and just was going to kind of look around, check out a few things, and just kind of get a couple set aside here. I guess it doesn't really matter what we go with first, but kind of pull a few things out. Stop by the QSP booth, David Blade Banner booth over there, and Big Red was helping him out a fair amount, set up, breakdown, and throughout the show, and stopped over and then chatted with those gentlemen pretty quick in the day, and picked this guy up, and this is the QSP Plus, and I have this in the black jigged titanium version, but I saw this red, white, and blue version of this guy, and I just had to pick it up. And it is just an absolute paw filler, and you can see it's just coming right out of the box. All this stuff is still in the box from the show, and just beautiful, beautiful version of that XL Plus. And memory serves me right. Yep, this is in the 20 CV. So 20 CV, and that is the Penguin Plus with those beautiful red, white, and blue handles on there. And I think what we'll do tonight, so we can enjoy some of this stuff, is maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just kind of start stacking it up over here. So start getting a few things out anyways. And I'm going to have an exit pile to do this. There we go. We'll exit right over there. Then we picked up this guy right here. This is the Mamba V2. And just a nice little budget QSP. And some of you guys may know I absolutely am a Micarta fan. Set that there for a second. And I'm also a QSP fan, if you weren't aware of that. And so picked this guy up as well when we were over there at the booth, and I just love the texture. Some Micartas more texture than others. I tend to like it when it's got a ton of texture. I like it when it's smooth as well. But both sides, as you can see, this is a D2. It is the all coated version of it, and yeah, big fan of that. This is my first Mamba. It's a liner lock knife, and just was curious about that. Like I said, colorway, materials, they were just kind of in my wheelhouse. So decided to give them a try and gonna do something like that. Shortly after that, hopped over to the Civivi booth, and you guys may have heard of a guy named Zach Whitmore or Zach in the Wild, and you also may know that we have kind of had a bit of an affiliation going on this year with Worksharp. He is Zach in the Wild that's been out running around the country in mine and my partner's Tacoma that we built for the Quest. And I already lost my exit file. There we are. And so, long story short, through that, we'd obviously talked and got to know each other a little bit. And Friday at Blade Show, he debuted his very first knife, the Yonder. And he had told me, reached out to me before the show and said, stop on by the booth. And he had one with my name on it and gave me my choice. It's got three materials and his prototype that he'd been carrying around all through the Quest that I'd seen and handled a few times. It was in my Carta. And like we just talked about, I'm a Micarta fan. So this is the Yonder. This is Mr. Zach Whitmore's, or Zach in the Wild's, very first knife design, and it just released. I have handled his more than I've handled this one over the course of the summer a couple of times. But guys, for a budget knife, I mean, these things are running right around $60 on two of the colorways. I think MSRP is 60, 62, 63 on a couple of them. Set that one down. I've got the other two here. I did go back on Saturday and I did purchase the other two so I could have all three of them here to show you guys. And for the video, this is the G10 version of it. And I believe both of these that we're looking at right now are going to be right around in that $60 version. And so there's that guy right there. And just a cool little work knife, cool little everyday carry knife. So get that guy out. And then the third version of this one, in my kind of started yakking. Thank you, Zach, for throwing out those links. Let me get back here. Missing some in the chat. What do we got here? Hey, Jay Korskinen. I missed you coming in. Right on. Dude, boy, I was really behind. Okay, so we had some hi, how are yous coming in there. Okay. Okay, that's where I was. We were talking about Donnie's website. Right on. Okay. There's our QSP Penguin Plus link. Thank you, Mr. Zach. Hey, no worries, Mike. No worries, Mr. Jernat. Welcome in. I do that a lot. So, got where I like me a nap. So, right on, right on. So, very cool. Uh-oh. Ethan, are you hiding from Donnie? Ethan, wherever you are, come on out. Donnie's looking for you. Ethan getting beauty sleep? He doesn't need any more beauty than he's already got. So, handsome devil. Yeah, young and soft, right? You guys are awesome. Okay. Right on. Yeah, it's been a cool meeting everybody. at the Blade Show. Thank you. There's the yonder link. Okay. Right on. Okay, caught back up. It looks like for the minute. Okay, very cool, very cool. Hey, look at that. There's Meredith coming in there. There's somebody that I met right there. We actually literally crossed paths. Literally. And great to have met you, Meredith. She hooked us up with some stickers, guys, and we traded a few with her. So, but third version of the Yonder, third and final, at least for now. This I want to say is going to be right around. I want to say this was about a $90 to $100, and I'm not even going to attempt to remember or say the name of this wood. It's got one of those weird names, but you can see a bit of an upgrade here, and I know that the wood grain and the was real important to Zach when he was talking about this and working through this. He talked to me about that back in June. How excited he was about having that. Memory serves me, he said he wasn't a huge kind of a Damascus fan, but the way that this was coming together and tying together, he actually wasn't a big fan of necessarily doing that, but has really ended up liking the way that this has come out on that one. So, all in all, Mr. Zach Whitmore has done a very, very nice job on his very first knife design, in my opinion. It is already an award-winning design. I think it was submitted, I believe, Best Budget Knife for the Knife Design of the Year, and that was at Blade Show in Atlanta is where that was submitted. So even before this thing was released, the knife and the designer were award-winning there. So good job, dude. So right on. Let me make sure we're not getting behind on time here. Nah, we're doing good on time. So, okay, what's going on? Okay, we're talking about football. Okay, cool. I missed anything? Copy that. Okay. And then, you guys maybe don't know, but I do collect a few Rough Riders here and there. But I had, up until this weekend, had never acquired a Rough Rider Reserve. Most, not all, but most of my Rough Riders that I have up to this point are in the blue denim pattern. And so I was over at Smoky Mountain Knife Works and saw the Rough Rider Reserved in the blue denim. So picked this guy up. Bit of an upgrade from my other Rough Riders. Let me grab a little cloth there and get my fingerprints off of that. Okay. So pick that guy up right there to add to the Slippy collection. And let's see if we can do that without slicing the finger open. There we go. But pick that guy up as well. And so looking forward to checking him out. And it's part of the slip joint family coming in hot. Let me put these wrappers and stuff away so I don't lose them real quick. And that way we got all the goodness to put all this stuff back into. Okay. Right on. Doop doop doop. So how did you enjoy Blade Show there, Meredith? MPG for EDC. Did you have a good time? So, alrighty. What else am I missing here? Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, Jaborsha wood, right? And I don't even know if I even came close to saying it. I think it's Jaborsha wood. I don't think it's Gaborsha wood. I think it's Jaborsha wood. No worries. I mean, it's life happens, right? You were going one direction, I was going the other, and it's a busy place. Isn't it amazing how you can be in the same room with a whole week, 2 days, and miss people you know are there? Do 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 do. Right on, Rolf. Right on. Rolf's a fan. Looks like very cool. Very cool. Yeah, and guys, they were running specials at the show. And that's why I'm not 100% on what the retail is. I think everything on the table was bought at a discount. There's one coming up that was a really, really nice discount. Too many squirrel moments. Okay, what do we got? Marco saying hi, howdy, howdy. Okay. I know, right? I got a stack. What do we got on the table right now? We got 6 on the table right now. And I'm staring at 3 more. So, thank you for throwing that Rough Rider Reserve Patriarch link up there, Mr. Zach Stuff. Appreciate that. Okay, that was an interesting conversation, Meredith, that was going on. So you think it was bigger than last year? I'd never been to one, so I couldn't compare. I know JB was thinking it was bigger, and then the next day thought it was maybe about the same. Never really heard any real super strong opinions one way or the other. I know a few people thought maybe just a touch bigger, maybe the same. So right on. Thank you, Zach Stuff, for throwing Meredith's link up out there. Very cool. Weird sounds sometimes occur. Okay. I'm not going to touch that. I'm going to leave that one right where you tossed it. So, alrighty, this next one, this is probably a knife that a lot of you guys have seen over the years for a long, long time. I've actually handled this knife and used this knife, but never owned one personally. I had a guy that used to work for me, and he didn't take very good care of his version of this. And long story short, I put more than one edge on it for him, and also had to take it apart a few times and clean all the crap out of it a few times for him. But I was just kind of hanging out, and I saw the Kershaw blower sitting there, and I'd always admired it. It's just kind of a neat budget EDC knife. Not a huge fan of the clip, but overall, with that real aggressive texture for a work knife in your pocket, it's an assisted opener. It's got that recurve on it. And like I say, I've sharpened, I think 2 or 3 different versions of this. I've sharpened that one for that gentleman I was talking about a handful of times. And you could put a hell of an edge on these. Ken Onion design. I went with the olive green and the black version, and was just sitting there looking at it and say, I've always wanted to pick one of those up. And I started to walk away, and I was like, well, I'm here right now, and it's on sale. And so it was a pretty nice little deal. I think I forget what this one was. I want to say 80 something bucks, and I think it's MSRP for a little over 100 if I remember right. So it was around 80 or 90 bucks, somewhere around in there, I think, is what I got that one for. So pick that guy up, and then save that one for last, I think. We'll get this guy out, and sorry, exit pile starting to pile up over here. This one comes in a tin. So stop by the Jack Wolf's booth. Obviously, you guys know I like me a little Jack Wolf knife. Stop by, was visiting with him over there, and Ben was nice enough to do a live stream with us, and that was a lot of fun, just meeting him, but getting to see all the different models, and they had every single model they've ever released on the table, and then they had a few of the new ones. The Benny's clip was September's release, and this is a new material that they've never used before, and this was a show-only knife, and this is the teal. I hope I get this right. The Technocarbon, and for whatever reasons, this Technocarbon is just a lot more expensive than a lot of the other camo carbons and stuff that they use, and he could only buy one sheet of it. So they bought the one sheet, and they did a limited run of the Benny's clip with it for Blade Show West, and they got a total of 30 knives out of that one sheet. So this is one of 30, and to boot that, it was a show special at 25% off. So probably one of the coolest Jack Wolf. They're all cool, right? but I just love that Techno Carbon scales that are on that guy. And to get it for the best price that I've ever seen a Jack Wolf sell for, I was impressed. And I dropped the POG, so excuse me for a minute. Because I really do not want to walk all over that guy, which was what would happen if I left it where it was at. And get this stuff out of the way. So that was one of the goodies that they had there, along with all their other knives. M-Bomb, what's going on, brother? How are you, my man? Everybody, Mateo is in the house. So, tastiest meat on the internet right there. A mouthful of meat, a handful of nuts. M-Bomb jerky. Get it. Get it while it's hot. So, right on, brother. We had a nice chat with him on the ride back. It was good chatting with you the other day. So, good time hanging out with Mr. Zach Stuff and EDC Renzo. We had a blast on our commute both ways. Right on, making sure I didn't miss anything else there. Okay. Thank you for slinging all those links there, Mr. Zach. Davo, sorry, it looks like I missed your. That is the Kershaw and it is the Blur, BLUR. And it's been around a long time. Long as I've been looking at folding knives. So I know it's been around at least that I know of probably 5-6 years at a minimum. So, but yeah, this was just kind of a feel good purchase. And looking forward to, I'm going to do a review on it. I got it, might as well. And like I say, I've actually used it a little bit, but I'm actually excited to start carrying that in the pocket a little bit. So, yeah, it would. The opening cans will do that eventually. Right on. Hey, Knife Nut 69. Looks like I missed you coming in. How you doing there, my man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you in here. Mark Parks, if I missed you earlier, I apologize, sir. So welcome. A little hotness. Ooh, got a new Riot that didn't release yet too. Very cool. Yeah, there was a fair amount of prototypes there at the show, and I ran across a fair amount of people that were purchasing some said prototypes. So that's pretty cool to be able to see some of that stuff up front. This is one of the first prototypes that I'd ever actually handled in person earlier in the summer, back when Zach was showing me that guy up in Bend. Handled another prototype from Worksharp that day. I don't know when they're going to release that, but I have to reach out to those boys and find out. But that's kind of a innovative one that they've been working on. Right, Knife Nut? Right? You know, how do you, I mean, most people I know that have any interest in it are just not going to walk away from 25% off. So that was a neat score and a show exclusive and a limited. Yeah, sign me up. Right on. M-Bomb, right on, dude. Yeah, it was fun chatting with you too. So that was awesome. So M-Bomb gave me a call during our road trip through Idaho the other day on our way home, and we were able to throw him on the speakerphone and have a fun conversation with the old M-Bomb there. So yeah, it's been around that long, MPG. Yeah, I knew it's been around a long time. I don't know, Knife Nut. To be honest with you, I'm not a huge assisted fan. Just because for me, if I'm using them when I'm working and I'm laying under a truck or something like that. Thank you, Ed, and welcome. So I figured it was fitting to throw a Junkin' Genius car hank up there, since I spent most of the last week road tripping with a couple of good friends and Zach Stuff and EDC Renzo. So that was the inspiration on that Hank choice tonight. So, yeah, it's bless. All right, dude. Hey, great. Thanks for stopping by, Donnie. Great to have met you in person, and we'll talk to you on the flip side, brother. So you be well, friendo. So, do. Right on. Neil has one prototype, the Enrique Jersey. Cool. Very cool. Thanks, Todd, for throwing up Donnie's link there. But yeah, so there's a few of them, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and here, let me show you this before I pull out the last knife. Get this guy out. This was another kind of a cool little deal that Jack Wolf's, I believe, just started doing. Debuted in 04, so it's exactly 20 years old. Right on. Very cool. I love it. I love it. But they had, they're called Jacks. Jack Wolf Jacks. It's a little sticker that comes with it there. But they're just, they can be either titanium or titanium with the carbon fiber inserts on them. And they are basically just a titanium throwing star, essentially. And come with a little lanyard, a little Jack Wolf deal on there. And I think Ben summed it up as good as anybody. Check out the live I did with him, live from Blade Show. But why? Because they're fun. That's why. Um, but yeah, kind of cool. Titanium. I did get the one with the what do they call it? The storm carbon, I think, which is what they call that white carbon, I believe. So that was a little goodie picked up. Let's see if we can get him down here just a little bit. Let him hang out. Probably let him hang out over here with his relatives there. Let me get this stuff out of the way. And how we doing? Okay, we're coming up about an hour, so that's not too horrible. And so this is going to be the last. You like the throwing star? Very cool. Right on. Yeah, I thought they were kind of cool. I have a little bit of history of throwing stars as a junior high school student, but I can't say they've ever been my thing. But I just tell you the idea and the craftsmanship, especially on the inlays on those things, I just thought it'd be cool. And just to have around, I don't know that it's something I'll carry. Probably use it more for pictures and stuff than anything. But guys, was wandering around and checking out tables and ran into Mr. Big Red EDC, and he just happened to be at the Monterey Bay Knives table. So we hung out, chitty chatted for a little bit, and met those fine folks, and that was really cool to check it out. And the first time I'd ever handled a Monterey Bay knife was at that table that day. Seen them a lot. Seen a lot of you guys got channels over the years, gone to blade shows and stuff, talk about them. And so finally got to check them out. And one of them came home. So this is the River Otter, and picked that guy up, and just very, very happy. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is probably my knife of Blade Show West, as far as from a purchase standpoint. Just excited to have this. I was able to check out the Sea Otter. This I forget the other kind of relatively niche one. I want to say Q or something like that. Like I say, I'm horrible with names, but was able to check them out. And they had some other ones there. But ended up picking up that guy, and very, very excited to finally have an MBK in the collection. And they are not really kind of the dropper kind of style, but just beautiful. And for being what I call more of a mid-size knife, the nice thing is with that relief there, and a bit of that choil on the handles, able to get in to the lock, and it actually helps lock in as well. So we'll definitely be seeing some more of this to come. But that right there, guys, is as far as the knife experience for me at my first blade show. That is it. Felt pretty good. Didn't really hurt the budget too bad. As a matter of fact, I didn't spend everything that I had budgeted, and did pretty decent, and felt like kind of did mostly budgety type purchases there. And I'll tell you, you could get in a whole lot of hurry in a whole lot of trouble in a big hurry there. But you say I'm glad that I went. Wasn't as overwhelmed as I thought I was going to be by it, but at the same time, there's still a little bit of that. At least for me, there was, and you get out of there and say, oh man, I wish I would have spent more time here, more time there, and like I said, I wasn't crazy about my video work while I was there. Definitely need to pick up my game on that, but yeah, had a blast. That's kind of our ninth acquisitions there. Sorry, a little water there. Starting to get a little dried out. So get over here, see what we're missing here. Right on there. Right on, right on, right on. I appreciate that. Let me hop over here just real quick. Let me see if I can do something. If it'll do it from here. Why are you not showing up in there? Gotta be around. There it is right there. Let me get in there. Do 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 do. Yeah, let's go here. Alrighty. And hey, Mateo, do me a favor, dude. Throw your link for your jerky in the chat, would you? I don't think anybody's thrown it up. I can't find it. So you mind throwing that in the chat for me there, bud? Before we forget, make sure you get over, check out M Bomb Jerky. He's going to throw his link up in the chat here, and get over there and go hook that man up. Right on, right on, right on. So. It's all good, dude. I understand. I think we've all been there, right? I mean, how many times have you watched somebody come back from Blade and you're sitting there going, "Oh man, if I only coulda, woulda." Uh, Alrighty, so we've got a little. So last year it was about half as much big booze, and then the small booze was in the ballroom on the other side of the building. That I'd heard about. Okay, so good to know. Like I said, there'd been some discussion as we were walking around. Um, Yeah, Kathleen, like I said, I think we were maybe a little bit surprised as well. We'd originally planned to one day it, but 2 day and on the way back, 2 day and on the way down, I think kind of spoiled us a little bit. And like I said, the opportunity kind of presented itself, and it was kind of if we went, it made sense. If we didn't, we just needed to stay. And so, like I said, we decided to go, and it sure made it a lot easier. I think Zach and Renzo, I want to say 1,600 and something, just under 1,700 miles. And then I checked when I got back to Medford on my trip, and I threw another 525 on that. So, a couple thousand miles. It's nice to break it up a little bit. And I'll tell you what, it made for some great conversation, great camaraderie, just good people, and hanging out. It was awesome. So, right on, right on, right on. Yeah, right there. That's what we were looking for, El Cap. Way to go, M-Bomb. Thanks for throwing that link up, dude. So, very cool. Pete, you're back. How are you? Bike boat board. Come on in. Kulasui in Southern Oregon right there. No, I might be biased, but it's the dang truth. I'm just saying. So, right on, dude. Right on. So yeah, it was a good time, and thank you for driving. I think I have a feeling Mr. Zach's a lot like me. And correct me if I'm wrong, dude, but we tried to rotate in and do a little bit of the chauffeur duties, and he likes being behind that wheel. That's kind of how I am too. I rarely ever ride. I'm usually the one driving, so I'm guessing a little bit of that was going on, but did a great job, and he spoiled us, and Renzo and I pretty much were able to kick back and didn't have to worry about the wheel, and got to see a lot of the beautiful countryside. And oh man, coming into Boise on Saturday night, holy crap, we had one of the nicest sunsets I'd seen in a long time. It was absolutely gorgeous. So, go find a friend or two. Go on a road trip. Go spend some time with them. Slow down a little bit. I know for me, it's one of the things I've been struggling with, is not spending enough relaxed vacay, non-work chill time. And I just got a week of it last week. Aside from just a couple of very small moments of work stuff I had to do. It was just all vacay, and I absolutely had a blast. And Zach and Renzo, JB, Nelly, everybody, you guys were a big part of it. I appreciate all of you. Do. Right on, MPG, and that's just another reason to go back again next year, right? So get back there, and we'll make that thing happen. One other thing that picked up, and this is not a knife. Picked up. We'll talk about that stuff in just a minute. But picked this little guy up here, and this was a little bit driver. And I've been on the hunt for a Journey Tool Co. Taurus bit driver for as long as I can remember, and excuse me, just doesn't seem to be making them. Little bit holder and bits that came with it. But saw this guy and picked it up, and I'm gonna give that a try. So always wanted a little bit smaller bit driver. I've got that Weehaw, which is that little stubby, which is nice, but sometimes it's just too much. And you guys have probably seen if you watched any of my build videos or sharpening video stuff that I do, that oftentimes I'm just using those little bit extensions. And pick this guy up, and I have to go back and find my receipts. I don't remember how much it was. This was not very much. I want to say it was 20 or 30 bucks or something. I mean, it was actually really inexpensive, for what it is. So you can give that a try and add that into the tool collection. And that was one of the other goodies that we got found there. So while we were at Blade Show, so let me get that out of the way. Was able to pick up a some stickers and a few things that were walking around there, and that stuff will get worked into swag packs over time. But I'll tell you what, and I was not at all expecting this. Stopped by the Glow Rhino booth and was able to. I'm gonna get back off of the table here. Get up here. There we go. Feel like I'm not talking to you guys. So yeah, and that's one of the things we need to do there, Meredith. And I know Maddie was talking about trying to arrange a dinner ahead of time and stuff like that. And we actually tried reached out to him and vice versa. Never ever met up with Maddie and or Stevie. And we know that they were there. I think Maddie crashed one of JB's live streams for a few minutes, and I know JB saw him. But as far as I know, neither Zach or I ever ran across Maddie or Stevie. So, uh, oh, there's M Bomb. There you go, dude. You crack me up. So right on. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, this mirror talk's gonna get me in trouble if I weigh in on it. But went by the Glow Rhino booth. And, I mean, let's be honest, still a young channel, and was there trying to reach out to some manufacturers and stuff like that. Was helpful to, maybe make some connections and whatnot. But stop by the Glow Rhino booth, and those guys there are awesome. Met Anthony, Tactical Everyday Dad, and was chatting with him. He was giving me the lowdown, asking if I could pick a few stickers. He's like, dude, he says, we're going to do better than that. And I'm telling you guys, Anthony hooked us up. We got the big bag of swag from Glow Rhino. So we're going to have some Glow Rhino goodness headed your way and giveaways for a fair minute coming up. So, Anthony, if for some reason you happen to catch this out there and the rest of the crew at Glow Rhino, thank you. I appreciate that. That's my first major channel swag hookup of that nature right there. So that was very cool. Looking forward to it. Hopefully, we made a few other good contacts. That will kind of help support the channel as we move forward here over the show, and looking forward to it. But it was generally a good time. So, but I think for the most part for tonight, that is going to be kind of our Blade Show kind of chitty chat as far as the knives and the goodies and the gear. And then obviously you'll probably be seeing most, if not all, of these circle back at some point. And I'm going to make a little room here coming up in some videos. And Probably going to say we're going to have a good 5 or 6 out of that stack. Anyways, telling you what, that blur, I try to keep them nice to do the first impressions unboxing videos and stuff like that, but that blur, it's been hard not to throw it in the pocket. So, doop 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 doo. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Missed out on banana nut bread. What the heck? Thank you, Zach, for throwing up Glow Rhino link there. Right on. But yeah, just Blade Show. It was awesome. If you guys have never been, if you have an inkling to do it, just go do it. If you really want to see the show, I guess if you have to, and you have to do it in one day or one visit, do it. But if you can do at least the Blade West one, if you can have both days, by all means do it. We did get out of there a little bit early. We certainly probably could have spent the rest of the afternoon there on Saturday and got some more stuff done. But I think for the most part, as far as the purchasing and stuff like that, we're all done. But got out of there and yeah, had a blast. Looking forward to doing it again. I'm going to go out on a limb and just say I am probably interested in road tripping Blade West again next year. And as we get closer, we'll figure that out. So, right on. There's M-Bomb. That's right. Make sure you reach out and get some of that wonderful jerky. So, I've got to go through my stash over here. I think I got 1.5 bags left. About time for me to reorder. So, right on, dude. I know. A mouthful of meat, handful of nuts, and some MPG banana nut bread. Sounds like a meal. Right on. Very cool. Very cool. So, yeah, that's kind of what we had cooking there. While we were actually came in right before we left, took all my carry stuff out of my pocket, fellas and ladies. We had an envelope show up for Mr. Jimmy Crow. So let's get this open here real quick so we don't give away all of his digits and mine. I'm just going to try to get this little envelope. Not sure what's in her. I'm guessing probably some more Jimmy Crow stickerage. Boy, if you guys aren't aware of Jimmy Crow, he is just the master at supporting young channels. Ooh, yes. And we got us some more Jimmy Crow stickers. So, right on. We're starting to get low on those. And so nice to have them. What do we got on that little yellow guy? Ooh, what is this one? This says Blue Limited Edition of 100. So that one is a Blue Limited Edition of 100. So very cool. Well, we will definitely make sure that we get some of those in the swag packs coming up. I know tonight's swag pack already has a Jimmy Crow in there. But let's get our little micro flipper away. But yeah, Jimmy, thank you very much, my man. It means a lot. It's very helpful on the stickers. I have been horrible. Been meaning for about 2 weeks to sit down and try to get some stickers packaged up and ready to send out to some channels. I have not forgot about it. If you think I've forgotten you, I haven't, but I will get it taken care of. What do we got here? Right on there. Very cool. There, thanks, LCat, for throwing Jimmy's IG up there, my man. But yeah, guys, I think that, and for any of you guys that were not in here when we got going, we'll kind of recap it again. I'm just looking over here. That thing's kind of mildly screaming, but not horrible. It's not shutting it down, so we'll just let it go. At the beginning of the live stream, kind of talked a little bit about it. This is going to be the last scheduled Thursday Night Live. As far as the regularly scheduled live, you may see pop in on some Thursday nights, roughly about this time, give or take a little bit, for some sharp talks in the future. But was able to talk it out with a few people over the weekend and last week, and just been thinking about it for a while, and just trying to get more consistent basically being prepared for these things. And quite honestly, like I mentioned earlier, I'm not a fan of when I have not done them slash canceled them. It's usually been at the last minute. Usually it's been just because of busy life, not necessarily bad things. Sometimes I've been very good, canceling it one night because we had such a good day. We had it just carried over, and day got away. So but gonna move the weekly live, the scheduled weekly live, to Sundays at 2 p.m. Pacific. That's Sundays at 2 p.m. Pacific. It'll be 5 Eastern. That's on Sundays. And not going to do it this Sunday. It'll be the following Sunday, which I believe is the 20th. Sunday the 20th will be the first 2 o'clock Sunday live stream. And looking forward to doing that. I just think it's going to really help free stuff up. Just sometimes you just have long days. You're tired. Tonight wasn't an issue. Hey, Chef Rocky, come on in, dude. What's up, sucker? Glad to have you in here. But yeah, start looking around for that. Like I said, not going to do a Thursday night live stream, scheduled live stream next week. What may or may not happen is, like I say, I'm hoping that it'll open up during the week, a Thursday or a Tuesday, or maybe even a later on Wednesday. A couple, 2, 3 times a month, maybe pop up during the week to do the Sharp Talks. I do want to continue with those. The feedback has been great. I love doing that stuff, and looking forward to that. But like I say, start looking for this regular scheduled live stream. I did reach out to Scott N earlier, and sent him basically that same info. So he's aware of it, and he can start to make the adjustments on the knife tube schedule. And Scott N, shout out to him, My Knife Journey over on Instagram. He puts out the knife tube schedule, as most of you probably know, where we can find where everything's going on. And I know he's had me on Tuesday nights as well. I did tell him, that kind of what's going on there. So look for those schedules to probably getting changed up here in upcoming days. But just a reminder on that, guys. And we are going to be making that change. Give it a try. If it doesn't work, we'll do what we're doing here. We'll try to make the adjustment. We got 6 months out of this. This is number 26. If I did my math right, 26 is half of 52. It'll be basically half a year, 6 months. So I think we've given it a try. I don't think I canceled too many of them, but I think that there was at least a handful, or a small handful, anyways. And those just never really sat well with me. The thing I also like about Sundays is, as I mentioned earlier, is generally if I'm not going to be able to do one on a Sunday, I'll usually know further in advance, because that'll usually mean that we know that we're going to be out of town or traveling or something like that. And so I'm hopeful that that'll give us an opportunity to let you guys know ahead of time. And quite honestly, I'm hoping that it's going to also free up more time, more free time during the week, as far as staying up on recording the content and things like that I want to do. So right on. Just a reminder on that. See what else I'm forgetting here. We're going to start getting ready to roll in about an hour and 15 in here. We're going to start getting ready to roll into a little bit of a giveaway here in a few minutes. But checking the old notes here. I know Zach threw them up earlier, but get on over to traditionalpocketknives.com. I'm telling you, Austin and the crew over there has just been crushing it. They've just been having a lot of releases coming up over the past few weeks. It sounds like they got some new stuff coming up. I know the new version of the Jigged Titanium Lake Champlain, I think it released I think it was maybe earlier today. Maybe yesterday, but I think it was earlier today. Do 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 do. Oh, I appreciate that, dude. Right on, dude. Yeah, well, and and quite honestly, I don't know. We need to get that deep into it, but obviously, I talked this out a fair amount. We had a fair amount of windshield time in the past week with Mr. Zach stuff, but we talked it out a fair amount, and he's been the ultimate supporter and helper through all this, and he's been here. I don't think he's missed a week, man. Slinging links and whatnot. And, I know he agreed. Probably make it even a little bit easier on him helping out on this end. And quite honestly, on Sundays, I'm usually kind of getting ready to jump in as needed if JB's not available to help on his live in front of it. And I just think it'll make for a better prepared live stream, and hopefully it will work out well right in behind Zach's stuff there as well. So don't want to overload that time, but like I said, on the weekends, that Sunday slot, that was without getting into the early mornings or the evenings again, which start screwing with time zones. That was kind of the one spot that I thought might be worth a chance, and I'm really excited about opening it up for some of the East Coast people, the Rory Calhouns of the world that struggle to be up this late at night but want to be, have to watch this stuff on the replay. So looking forward to that. So right on. Thank you guys for the feedback. I appreciate that, Todd. So okay, Mateo, what do we got up here? Awesome. So you can set up some punching bags outside and show us some knife and sort of, and of course, roadhouse spinning kicks. All right, dude. Right on. Yeah, well, and I mean that brings up a good idea. There is a possibility that not all of the Sunday afternoon lives are going to be done here from the office. There's a chance that it might make for some more mobile lives. Not that I've ever been opposed to doing that, but might like M Bomb's kind of suggestion might give us a little bit more variety. Hey, Barbie, come on in. Right on. Yeah, I hope you are having a good night as well, dear. Barbie was one of our recent giveaway winners here from not too many weeks ago. So, YouTube Music Fest Music Portal, welcome, dude. I'm glad to have you in here. I appreciate you subscribing to the channel. I think you jumped in there off of Zach's last night, I believe, if I remember right. Thank you. I appreciate all the support. We're getting a little bit closer, everybody. Let's see where we're at. I didn't look before I started tonight. Am I going to screw it up if I do this? Hopefully not. Let me get in here. Let's see what the official is. Right on. Okay, so it looks like we're bounced up a couple-ish from when we started, I believe. Sitting at about 465 subscribers. So we've had some good traction as far as subscribers been going, and been some nice steady growth going there. So hopefully, and the reason I bring that up is we're going to have roughly, if I did my math right, about 10 days between now and the first Sunday afternoon live stream. Obviously, I can't promise anything, but if we happen to, and guys, I'm going to tell you, when we hit 500, I'm going to wait for that sucker to go a few over 500 before I start celebrating. It hasn't been that bad of a thing here in recent weeks, but YouTube will take them away. So, but once we're clearly over 500, and hopefully, and if the trend that we've been seeing in the last week or two continues, it could happen between Sunday the 20th. But here is our 500 subscriber giveaway bug out that we built. So, and it is sitting here. It's been done for a minute. This is the one that you guys helped basically pick all the pieces and parts and pick the path on it. So that is your guys' knife. That is your bug out, and one lucky person. At least I would consider myself lucky to win that. Is going to be winning that hopefully in about 10 days. If not, well, once we know we're clear of that, and if we get to Sunday and it's 501, guys, like I said, we'll make sure that we're clearly over it. But that hopefully coming up here in the next week and a half, 2.5 weeks, something like that. So, but yeah, appreciate all the love and support, all the subscribers, all you guys jumping in there. Running a little bit behind on watch hours as far as on the monetization, but it's really kind of hard to tell. They're about 5 or 6 days behind on the watch hours, and right now it looks like there's about 250 or 3 light. Hopefully that stuff approves and comes through. So, right on. Look at that community doing it. So Bear Essentials brought you to Zach's, and Zach brought you here. Right on, right on, right on, right on. And if we can help take you somewhere like Mad Yako's channel, he's got a young channel out there he's trying to grow. Get over there and support him as well, please. Rob Tenring, what the heck is going on? Agreed. I like it. I think it's pretty too. So, right on, right on, right on. And yeah, right. Mad Yako, you may not know what this means, but I know what Taylor you're talking about, and I'm just going to say his truck didn't have her freezer in it. Mine does. Gotcha, Taylor. So we made sure of that. So, but yeah, get out and support all these young channels. What are the young channels we got going on in here? I know Mad Yako's been tearing it up. Just kind of scrolling through here. So I don't know that we have a ton of them in here tonight. We did a live here 2 lives ago. That MPG EDC, get over there, support her channel as well. But yeah, just support the channels, and it's a trip trying to figure out how to grow these things and do it. But getting close on the subscribers. Need to work on the watch hours a little bit more, but looking forward to it. So, what do you guys say? About time for a giveaway? Let's go ahead and throw back down on the table and see what we got cooking here. We're gonna get our Junkin' Genius Hank out of the way. We're gonna set our Jack sticker over there with our Jacks for now, and get this giveaway box pulled up over here. See what we got in here tonight. Got us a little swaggish package coming on out. And make sure that we're not running too far behind there. And that's not screaming too loud at us right there. Very cool. Right on, Barbie. Yeah, that's awesome, dear. Appreciate that. And, I think so many people in here do, right? And all we can do is just keep spreading the love. And like YouTube Music Portal was talking about, he found out about a channel that found out about another channel. And, there may not be a ton of you guys in here, but every once in a while, if I mention a channel you guys aren't subscribers to that we support, yeah, please get over there, show them a little love. Go ahead and give them a subscribe, and make sure you at least watch a short or two or a video or two. Or by all means, if you really want to help them out, jump in and watch some of their videos and help give them some watch times. So the subscriptions are just part of it. And looks like we got a couple of those in there. But like we were talking about, Glow Rhino hooked us up. So we got some Glow Rhino stuff coming in. We just dropped our QSP sticker on the floor. Okay, come on back in here. We got this little QSP sticker. And we're going to set old Fluster and our DSKFS patch up over there. And, ooh, that maybe is what I forgot. We'll have to amend that. And we got this little Proudly Built in Oregon City sticker. Right on. Well, I appreciate that, Knife Nut. I appreciate that. And I know probably a lot of people aren't. Some people are, and that's okay too. But it's I came out doing giveaways. It was one of the reasons I wanted to start a channel. And I just loved that the support that we give, and quite honestly, it's just fun to give stuff away. It really is. And got us a little C. Reisner traditional pocket knives, little CV39 Lake Champlain sticker coming in hot. I love that sticker. That is a beautiful sticker. I just love that story. So, and then we got us a little Killer Grip sticker from this little Gerber. Got us a little Leatherman. I think those guys must have come from that Portland event we went to here a month or so back. Got us a little OCD for EDC. Speaking of Justin, OCD for EDC, had only briefly met him one time a few years ago, and got to hang out with him, man. He was there, and a guy he works with named Ed. Shout out to old Ed. Ed was a trip. But Justin's total trip. And man, just had a good time getting to know him a little bit more, hanging out with him. Did some meals with him, did some drinks with him. Just good dude, just really good dude. So get over, patronize the OCD for EDC website, patronize their channel. Slick 'em all is the shiz. It just doesn't get any better than that. And we got this little Jimmy Crow sticker coming in hot there. And like I said, I met somebody new at Blade Show West, and we exchanged stickers. So look what we got there. We got us a little MPG EDC sticker, Living on the Edge from Blade Show West. I love those stickers, Meredith. Great job. I love it. We got this little Flip in the Finch sticker. And I bet you that one came out of a holiday, because there's the holiday sticker coming in right behind it. We got us some old school Blue Creek knives. And of course, some traditional PocketKnives.com. And Austin's got us loaded up. And we also got us the red, white, and blue traditional pocket knife sticker as well. What else we got cooking in here? Come in here hot. We're going to throw you out with the, what do we got? We got the 4-pack, 5-pack. Yeah, we're going to throw you out the 5-pack of the pocket razor stickers right there. And get those in there. We've also got us a little Oregon Truck and Auto Authority compass sticker. Get some of these big ones out there. Little Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Kind of that classic guy. Got a ton of those, so love those. Little Oregon Truck and Auto Authority. We got a couple of those versions. We got the sign sticker, and then we've got the sign with the squatch on there as well. Right on. There we go. And then we've got us a little Pacific Northwest Knife Community sticker. And look, Ekin Zug Monster wanted to give some stickers away. They sent some extra ones in there, made it in that swag pack. And then, like I was talking about earlier, got to spend a lot of time over the weekend with JB and Miss Nellie, Big Red EDC, and a little Saturday Knife Live sticker coming in hot there. And that was great. We had been struggling for a long time to meet up, multiple attempts. And then, of course, it's not a giveaway without a little hashtag DSKFS sticker from Mr. Zach Stuff. Do something kind for somebody. And then, of course, we've got the Dueling 940s from Mr. Zach Stuff. One of my favorite all-time ones. And just saying, if you were watching this live last night, you might have seen a little peek of something coming. So I was pretty impressed with it. So looking forward to that coming on down. What am I missing? Anything here in the chat? Oh, man. Are you busting on her car? Is that what you're busting on, dude? Either that or I'm missing out on something. Maybe I'm missing out on something. But, I mean, from what I can tell, it looks like a convertible Stang, dude. So don't be hating on her car on her sticker. So thank you, Zach Stuff, for throwing the rules out. This is going to be a numbers game. One guess only, one account only, closest to without going over. That's right. We're going to do it closest to without going over. I had to have a little fun with the other there for a few weeks, but we'll do without going over. Ties go to a second round. It's not international friendly without a U.S. address or a proxy. No turd burglars if something doesn't seem right. You know the drill. If it just doesn't feel right and you're doing something goofy, we're going to yank it. And we're going to redraw it at some point. So let's get into our box of goodies here. And Glow Rhino threw in a bunch of cards as well. So we got some of those. We've got this little Oregon Truck and Auto Authority, Department of Adventure, Velcro back patch. And then grabbed a little something right there. We got us a nice little knife patch, kind of cool little guy right there, coming in hot, coming out of the Glow Rhino bag of goodies. And of course, wouldn't be right without throwing in one of the Glow Rhino stickers. And of course, we've got a little Glow Rhino zipper pull. And I need to reach behind me and grab the one thing I forgot to grab. Hang on a second. I don't have enough light over there to see him, so I will grab a brand new one before I package it up. But of course, a giveaway isn't a giveaway without a little hashtag DSKFS. And those two are staying right there. There we go. Okay. So we got those goodies right there and all that goodness. And then, of course, it can only win it. It can only be given away. A little Saturday night SKL Ranger eye patch. And we're going to come out with a little Cattleman's Cutlery throw in there tonight. And let's see which one this one is, because if I don't show it now, I will probably forget to do it after. Car farts, go figure. Hey, nobody was farting in no cars. Ooh, look at that. And we got us a nice little red version right there. Looks like we got the 3-blader. So get that guy opened up. We can do it without killing ourselves here. Right on. Alrighty, so we got that guy right there. It's going to be our knife for the giveaway. Safety first, right? And set that guy right over here with our wrapping. I'm trying to find another little something. Because I forgot to grab it as well. And then, of course, it's just not a giveaway without a Junkin' Genius Hank. So there we go, everybody. That's going to be our giveaway. Giveaway. What the heck? Can't even talk tonight. Par for the course, probably. So right on, right on. That is going to be our giveaway. Let me get a range figured out here. And we don't have a ton of people in here. So let's see. What are we going to do? Make sure that we're not on the camera there. Okay. Have a little fun. And let's see. Tonight we are going closest to without going over. So let's do that one right there. Okay. So get that guy ripped out of our little book here. Get her folded up. Thank you, Mr. Zach Stuff, for throwing those rules up there. But get this out, and we will get this put underneath of our knife right here. So whenever Mr. Master Moderator Zach Stuff feels like throwing that bad boy out there, go ahead and throw us up some start signs, if you would, please. Okay. Right on. Okay, how are we looking over here? There we go. We got starts on the screen. Thank you, Mr. Zach Stuff. Our range tonight, people, is 800 to 900. 800 to 900. Good luck, everybody. Have a good time. 800 to 900. One guess only, one account only. Closest to without going over. Ties will go to a second round. Not international friendly without a U.S. address or a proxy. And remember, no turd burglar stuff going on out there. Let's keep it legit. Let's be good human beings, right? So, right on. I'm going to get a little water here real quick while you guys are tearing it up on there. There we go. Now we're fired up. Ooh, coming out of the gates. There we go. They're off. They're running. Right on. So, you guys got planned for your weekend? Anything exciting coming up? Sounds like we're going to run up the road and well, I was off running around with my buddies and hanging out at night. Mama was working about 3 weeks straight through. And I left her high and dry for about 6 of them. Thank God the kid was here helping her out. But I'm going to get her away for a couple of days and let her recharge a little bit. So, right on. Look at that. People guessing for other people. I love that. So, right on. Very cool. Ooh, look at that. Right on. Yeah. That's what I like. Look at that. Community, camaraderie. Doop, 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 doop. Very cool. Ooh, Donnie, are you back? Or have you just been lurking? You've probably been working, if I know you. Probably been standing. Right on, right on, right on. Right on, Knife Nut. Yeah. I need to get over there. I opened up the site on Zach's stuff the other night, and then still got it sitting over here. I need to go in and check it out some more. So very cool. You entered for what's on the table right here, not including the fluff and the orange DSKFS patch there, or the mouse. So, but yeah, just our weekly giveaway. So live music and all. Right on. You have to get over there and check that out. Check out YouTube Music Portal, everybody. The packet showing on the screen. That one right there. You want me to push it back there, M-Bomb? So he's such a detail-oriented guy, that Mateo. Right on. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, yeah, we doing over here? Right on. You guys are crushing it on the like button. I love it. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So, that is awesome. And Zach, looks like she's slowing down, my man. I say use your best judgment. When you feel like throwing up some stop signs, let's do it. Guys, hurry up. If you haven't got one in, get a guess in there. And we'll figure out who got this cool little giveaway sitting there on the table tonight. So, okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, love that. Got a little metal talk going on. That's awesome. Thank you, LCAP, for throwing that link up on the screen. That's awesome. Thank you, thank you. Doop, 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 doop. Alrighty. Yes, there we go. Okay, we got us some stop signs right there. Very cool. All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Let's get out here and let's see what we're looking for. I saw one that was pretty darn close. 838. 838 is what we're looking for, everybody. So I'm going to run back up to the top here. Remember, my screen, my moderator screens are final. And I think, if I remember right, Mark Parks, yes, sir, right off at the get-go, 837. So we are looking for an 837, 838. All righty, what else we got here? Mark Parks is out in the lead there. Ooh, Marco is close in there tight. Ooh, El Cap was in there tight for top dog. Ooh, M-Bomb, you guys were dialed in on 835. So, ooh, Davo from El Paso. Look at that. We might have a knife off. So Mark Parks, Davo from El Paso at 837. Right on. Let's see what else we got going on here. Is anybody going to beat the 837 with the 838? Or do we have another 837 to make it a three-way? Ooh, never had a three-way on the Pocket Razors Thursday Night Live before. So, right on. Let's see here. I'm not seeing anything. Very cool, very cool. Let's see. I think we're going to run into some stop signs. There's our stop signs. It looks like, and LCAP's seeing it. Looks like Zach's seeing it. We have us a good old-fashioned knife fight, everybody. Right on, right on, right on. So we're going to pull this guy back. And Mr. Mark Parks and Davo. We'll get you guys ready to go here. So we're going to go Mark Parks. I'm just making notes on this. And I had an 837. And Davo from El Paso also had an 837. I'm going to throw a secondary range down below here. And I think that we will do, what do we want to do? Okay. Okay. And we're just going to go closest to on it. Okay. And we got it out there. So we're back out. Knife off on Pickett. Right on. So, just you two kind gentlemen, Davo and Mr. Mark Parks, we are going to go round 2. And I want you to pick a number between 1 and 10. 1 and 10. So closest to, doesn't matter with you over or under. Now let's see what we get there. Right on. Yes, prayers for Josh. Thank you for mentioning that, Kathleen. Hope he's recovering well. Sounded like from his Instagram video, he's doing pretty good. So, all right, Davo, need a guess from you, my man. And Mark Parks. What am I missing here? What do we got going on? Super good. What did we do here? Oh, did I miss something? What do we got going on? Oh, gotcha. Well, Davo, that's very kind of you, my man. Very kind of you. Well, both of you guys make sure I've got your mailing addresses and stuff. Send me an email to pocketrazors@gmail.com. And look at that. DSKFS in action right here live. I just appreciate that. And it's so cool. Get back up in here. I'm back. So I haven't been hiding. But that is awesome. Good on you, Davo. That is right on, right on, right on. And what a great guy to do that for, Mr. Mark Parks. So that is very cool. So appreciate it. And then I'll make sure that we get something put together for you as well, Davo. Get some stuff headed your way, my friend. And yeah, make sure you get me your email addresses to pocketrazors@gmail.com, and we'll get this stuff packaged up for you and get it sent out. So appreciate that very much. Right on, Kathleen. Cool. Yeah, and I just barely caught it this evening. So, but yeah, no, prayers out to him, Tim B. Let's keep thinking of him. Sounds like he had a little bit of a setback. I don't even pretend to know the particulars there, but it sounds like it's been a rough pull. Sounds like the last couple times I've seen him in chats, sounds like Fed Harrison's doing better. JB had a hell of a run there for 2-3 weeks. It was great to see him. He's sure looking good. Him and Nelly are just cuter than crap. I just tell you, those guys are so cute together. It was awesome meeting Miss Nelly. So just a lot of fun. Had a great time at Blade Show. If you guys can't tell. But yeah, once again, everybody, at least for the foreseeable future, if not permanently, this is going to be our last scheduled Thursday night regular live stream. And on the 20th, Sunday the 20th, starting at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, we will get this thing rescheduled and we'll start giving her a run there. Like I said, the Sharp Talks are going to be kind of random. If I know for sure I'm going to be able to do them, I will try to get placeholders up and get notices out ahead of time. But probably look for, I'd like to get one in next week, whether it's on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I don't know. But would like to get a Sharp Talk in. Make sure you hit old M-Bomb up there. Make sure you order up some of his goodness. And he really does make the best darn jerky out there, man. Mouthful of meat, handful of nuts. And he always throws something sweet in there. So thank you, Mr. Jernak. I appreciate all you guys being here. I think we even did pretty close on our time. So running about an hour and 45. So, but it's been a blast on Thursday nights, guys. Like I said, it may not be the very last one, but at least for this format right now, and so we're gonna call it quits on it. And like I say, looking forward to circling back. Got some cool stuff, content in the works. Still playing a little bit of catch up as far as getting that produced and getting it out. But yeah, appreciate all the love and support. Hopefully next time we see you for the live stream, hopefully we'll be far enough over 500 that we can do that giveaway and that beautiful bug out that we built over here, based off of your guys' selections. And I think for now we're going to plan on getting out of here. Remember, get over to knifetubeschedule.com and check that out. That's Scott N, My Knife Journey on Instagram, puts that out for us. And that's where we find all the cool live streams and content that are out there. But yeah, till next time, everybody, just remember, do something kind for someone. Like Brother Zach likes to say, DSKFS, it is the way. And we'll get out of here. We're going to call it an evening. Until next time, I'll give you the old peace out. Have a great one, everybody.